It's a bit like returning home, or is it back to the scene of the crime? If you remember these buildings, when we first moved here, those ones weren't even in existence. They didn't even exist at all. They just started that one. They had just started that one. For those that remember our videos back in 2020, when we first moved to Playa Flamenca, you remember some of the early videos we did. And probably the best one that I ever did was the 10 reasons not to move to Spain video. That video. I think that was the video that kind of set the channel off. And it was made in this urbanisation here, walking about the empty streets of the urbanisation. And it was a fun video to make, and it's probably one of the only videos that I've generally sat down and scripted the whole video. It's just as quiet as I remember it. But this is a fantastic area, and there's hardly ever any houses come up for sale in this urbanisation. But I've been working down here a lot recently when it comes to floors, and oh my goodness, look how that has came on. Where that gate is, right next to the wall, there used to be a hole in the fence. And I used to take the dog down there, and we used to go down there and have a run about and let her off the lead, and it was all fenced in. And I would just let the dog run about, and then look at these apartments now. They are absolutely beautiful, aren't they? They are absolutely gorgeous. And have a look at the pool. Have a look at the pool. And the thing is, you'll get the sun on those balconies every evening. Every single evening, because the sun will set way over that way. I remember that top one being up for sale. They must be gutted because they had clear views of the sea when it was up for sale. And it'll be interesting to see if the people still have that property or if they sold it on, because they're just looking out to an apartment block now. But if you've got one of those top ones up there, that's what you want. You've got sun terrace as well. Yeah, the top floor ones are the ones that you want to have on that one. I've been working down in Playa Flamenca, and some of the urbanisations down here are absolutely beautiful. You get ones with their nice pools, and even yesterday there were still people in the swimming pools in the one that I was working at, which was good. I remember walking up here many an evening. Well, it's when you had to be home for 6:30 lockdown. Can you remember that back in early 2021 when we had to be in the house for 6:30? Pubs would be open during the day. Everyone would get up to the pubs, get a bar lunch, get a menu del dia, get half drunk and then head home. So this is the other side of the apartments, which basically look onto the Playa Flamenca Centre. So that would be the sort of door entrances to get into them. So we did come down here on Sunday evening also for something to eat, to our favourite restaurant. Yes, you know which one I'm talking about, Bozai. The food in there is just absolutely fantastic. People say go to Semana 8, Semana 8 for your Asian food. Some people say go to Gong. We've been to both, and we always end up going right back to Bozai. And I think it's due to the way that things were during 2020 and 2021. And you never forget how well people treated you back then. And they were just happy to see people in as customers. It's crazy to think that we went through that. But the food was absolutely amazing as always. So I'm going to take a walk down the downstairs. First of all, this place used to be Juicy Birds, and then it was taken over last year. And it looks like it's closed down again. I don't know if it's closed for the winter or if it just didn't take off. I'm not sure. You won't get many of the bars open at this time of day. But you did in 2021. All the bars were open at this time of day. Legends is closed. Celtic Drops closed. Lansdowne closed. all these pubs don't open up until later on, till 4 o'clock now. Which is quite right, because it gives them some time off. Many a good night outside the Lansdowne with Andy and Laura. And Laura is now back in her home at the Celtic Drop up there. Oscar's Cocktails. It's one of the best places for cocktails. But anyway, I've walked around. It is lunchtime. It's after lunchtime, isn't it? It's 2 o'clock now. It's 2 o'clock, so you're not expecting this place to be busy at all. It's weird seeing the difference between what it was like. Well, that's new. A laundry. Buenas. A laundry. Oh, they're playing bingo. Oh my goodness. I remember, oh no, might get recognised. I remember Karen used to come down and play the bingo. Should have walked past and disturbed them. I need to really whisper. Like, they're all taking it so serious. They're all taking it deadly serious. They're all quiet as anything. I'm having to whisper just so that it's mad. Anyway, we're downstairs at Bar Amsterdam, and Honey and Milk has also got some. No, they've got the terrace bit in there that they've never opened. This side that has always been empty. That Milk and Honey is open. I wonder if they'll ever open the downstairs bit. Tell me in the comments. Have they opened the downstairs bit? I don't think they have. But they've got it all fenced off, so they're obviously hoping to take it all over at some point. And then upstairs, let's have a look and see what's at the Playa Flamenca Centre. Property management company has moved in. Has that always been there? I don't think so. This is where we were the other evening, and I've got to say, it's the one place. It's lunchtime, and look at it. It's absolutely mobbed inside. There's not a spare table to be had. Another fantastic place is the Bombay Supper Club. Bombay Supper Club. Just shows you that the Beaux-Arts has stuck to its hours, stuck to giving fantastic food, and it's the only place in the Playa Flamenca Centre that is busy or open this time of day. All the other restaurants are just, they know that it's now nighttime trade, which is weird. It is weird. Especially after, but then again it's because they've been that busy and they know that having staff in at this time of day, it's not really worth it, is it? So that is the Playa Flamenca Centre today. Strong is the Longhorn special offer. $13.95 or $25.95. Let's have a walk up and see it. Bistro Corner. That changed name again. And even the Longhorn isn't open for lunches. Is it? Nope. It's not open for lunches either. So they're just an evening place as well now. Shows you. And this still is one of the best places to get steak down here. I just noticed there's people over there. That coffee shop. It is weird seeing the Playa Flamenca Centre so quiet, because when we were here on Sunday evening, the whole centre was absolutely mobbed in the evening, and it was just by pure luck that we managed to get a table at Beaux-Arts. She always manages to get us a table, to be honest. But it was completely filled out, all the restaurants were full, and it was great to see, especially at this time of year. And it was at that point, the guy that works down the stairs told us that it's never stopped, it's been like this since before the summer. It's great to see the Playa Flamenca Centre doing so well in the evenings. It's always been an evening place. There's always been certain bars that will stay open during the day, There's always been certain restaurants. And the Bullseye is still the best. And then you've got Pantera, good old Pantera. And I think back to 2020 and 2021, Pantera was really the only bar that was open just for drink. Didn't do food, and look at that, it's still mobbed. Still mobbed to this day. There you go, there's Pantera. Absolutely. So I hope you've liked this little walk around Playa Flamenca. It's like a walk down memory lane. Memory lane? Or was it just a nice little walk? As we walk back down to the car, walk past Spud Murphy's. Best chips in Playa Flamenca. Best chips in Spain, I think. Have a fantastic day. Wherever you are, hasta luego.